Hi, Florence.
Hi, William. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
And I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm great. I'm really excited to be there with you.
Super.
And hi to everybody.
Well, we are very excited to have you here because I've been on the call with you. I think it was like a couple of months ago or so, right?
Yeah, I think two months ago.
2 months ago. And when you were telling me about the success and the journey you had with UpViral, I was like, whoa, we need to share this with the UpViral community because they're going to love it. So welcome to the Co-Pilot Show. And yeah, very excited to dive into everything. So I'm just gonna go through some of the comments here in the chat. So David said that he would feel awesome if he could 5x his leads in the next 30 days. Then we got Thomas saying, I would be in the ICU. Okay. Then we got Samantha. I don't have an email list at the moment. Don't worry, you can get started. If you just started with Samantha, if you just started with UpViral, I highly recommend that you go through the quick start guide inside the Learning Center, because Wilco will help you step by step how to set up your first campaign within the next 30 minutes. And then you can start generating some leads. Melanie is saying, I would feel glorious because it would mean I could truly scale and bring more hypnotists onto my team to work with our entrepreneur clients. Super. And Claudia saying that would be a dream come true. Well, then you're in the right place at the right time, because that's what Florence achieved for Quantum Way. And that's what she's going to be sharing with us here on the call. So let's dive in. But before we do, Florence, do you want to give us share a bit of an overview about your business, about Quantum Way? What do you do? What niche are you in, etc.?
Okay, so Quantum Way is a small company that started in 2016. It was created by two friends of mine, and I joined the company in 2019. I'm a therapist at the beginning, and before being a therapist, I was a marketer. So Quantum Way is kind of combining both, because Quantum Way is a company that brings to healthcare professionals a lot of resources, trainings on psychology and personal development. Sorry if my English is not perfect, because I'm not native. I'm French, and I live in Brussels, so I'm in between.
I'm not native either, so don't worry.
Yeah, I know. And so the idea of Quantum Way is really to bring, there are a lot of resources in the United States and on the English speaking side, and in France there are not that much. So we decided to take all this content and to bring all these wonderful speakers, trainers, developers to a French audience of healthcare professional, but like psychologists, therapists, coaches, but also to people who are interested in psychology and personal development, personal growth. So it's really a wide audience. And I joined the company in 2019, and really with this idea of, it was kind of declining because it was first in person. Quantum Way was organizing in-person webinars, not webinars, it was in-person conferences and summits. And in 2020, the lockdown arrives, and we say, well, we have no choice but go live and go on the web. So we decided to launch our first online summit, and it was on fear and anxiety, and was really the idea of bringing all those resources to help people deal with this fear and anxiety that was really rising up with the COVID and the lockdown.
Yeah.
And so it was really great. We had about 15,000 people registering. It was all free, and you could buy the replay pack for a minimum price.
We'll go into the campaign in a bit.
But that's not the one we will talk about, because it's really in 2021. So a year later, we decided to do another online summit. And it's there that I discovered with the team, we discovered UpViral, and that we use UpViral. We didn't use it at the very first time. So
Okay.
it's been a year that we use it.
That you use UpViral. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you were doing before COVID, before the lockdown and everything, Quantum Way was doing all in-person events, and then because of COVID, you had to move to online summits, which is a process that a lot of businesses have had to go through, of digitalizing their business because of the situation and the lockdown. Would you say that, just looking business-wise and having to adapt to the digital world, would you say that the whole COVID situation and the lockdown and having to digitalize the business has actually been a blessing for Quantum Way? Would you say it's been a good thing?
It's been a good thing. We do miss, and all people that really follow us that have been following us for a long time do say the same. We really miss meeting in person, being able to exchange around a coffee and drink and really do things together and touch each other, etc. So, and in the therapy field, it's quite important. But I'd really would say it's a blessing, because with the online business, and it's not really I don't know if we can really say a business, but it's still, we have to sell things to be able to do what we're doing. But we are able to touch thousands and 10,000 and thousands and dozens of thousands and even 1 million people that we wouldn't reach if we hadn't this online thing. So the first, and really, we really wanted to bring some free resources, and because it's free, because many people can really access to it, and we couldn't do that in person. It's not possible. The online allows us to have part free and part paying things, and so we're really able to reach so many people. Even we have a great community in Congo, for example, and those countries can't buy anything. It's all the things that are available on the internet is really far too expensive for them, but there they can. And so they have to find a good internet connection, but if they can really enjoy a whole week of great speakers talking about therapy, development, and etc. So that's a blessing.
Okay.
Super, and I'm glad we can reach those people. It's really important.
It's definitely like an amazing mission what Quantum Way is doing, because and maybe for those in the audience that are like living in English speaking countries, maybe they cannot relate to it as much, but I'm based in Spain, but I'm from Belgium originally, but based in Spain. And if you search for personal development things in Spanish, of course, some things will come up. Of course, there are trainers and coaches and there are some events, but it's maybe 1% of what you can find in the English speaking market. And you making that available to everyone in France, every French speaking, because you also said in Congo. So that is really an amazing mission. So well done for that. I love what your company does. Yes, cool. And with that, so you mentioned when you started digitalizing Quantum Way and you did your first online event was in 2020. There you didn't use UpViral, but then in 2021 something changed and you decided to use UpViral. I want to know like why that changed. What made you use UpViral?
It's, I don't know, synchronicity. I think about 2 weeks before launching our own campaign, emailing campaign, we received an email from another company, and a German one, who does also online summit on personal growth and personal development. And we saw this thing with, there's a there's a campaign and a referral campaign, and if we subscribe, we can win the replay pack. That's great. What is it? And so we went into the internet, and we saw, and well, we understood it was UpViral. So we went to see UpViral and say, well, that's great. That's not that expensive. We can even try for, I think, I don't know, it's 2 weeks for $1. Is that
right.
true?
Yeah.
10 days for $1.
Yeah.
So $1. And so we said, well, let's try. That looks great. It's a way of going viral. And because we know that we have a great product, we want to reach professionals and non-professionals, and in this community, people talk to each other. When they find something that is valuable, that can be valuable for people they're working with or for people they have been trained with, they will share. And that was an easy way of sharing what we were doing. So we tried it, and we adopted it.
Okay.
Really.
Okay. So basically, the whole idea of using UpViral came from one of your competitors that you saw using UpViral.
Yes, it's kind of a competitor because it's on the German market, so we're not on the same market. But we really, well, that was a great idea.
Yeah.
Because how can people easily share? Okay, you have your email, you send it to another one, or you have you find it on the Facebook and then you share, but you do it once, you don't do it twice. Or and I was saying to people, you can share whatever way you want. You can share it on the social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, or you can share it with your email. You can, whatever you do, you can share, and that's an easy way of sharing.
Yeah. I like the way you discovered UpViral and you implemented as well. There is a concept. It's used a lot in digital marketing. It's called R&D. And it stands for rob and duplicate, and it basically is look at what is working for someone else and how can you apply that to your market? How can you apply that to your business?
Well, it's not that easy. Yeah. Because UpViral, you have at the beginning, you say, well, what do I do? Where do I put that? How can I do that? I'm doing something, but I don't see any leads. I don't see any referrals. And even this year, we've done something that was at the beginning of the campaign. It wasn't working because the embedded form was not at the right place on the website. Yeah. So even with so so it's not that easy. It's great, but it takes some time to master.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a good message. It takes time to master. Okay. So before you used UpViral, before I go there, like when you saw someone else, in the industry using UpViral, then you started to implement it for yourself. Did you have an end goal? Did you have an end goal of, this is why I'm using UpViral, this is what I want to achieve with UpViral?
Yeah, the idea was that people would share and that we would have more new leads, because we can't, that when you have, I don't know, 10,000 leads in your autoresponder, that you're losing them little by little, like 2, 3, 4, 5% of subscribing. So little by little, it's narrowing and you lose people, and that's normal. So you have to really renew your audience. So the idea was really to build and to grow the audience, to be able to lose some and grow it again and lose it, and little by little reach more and more people, because that's the Quantum Way mission. So we did not really have a number in mind saying, well, we want to reach, we wanted to reach more than in 2020, of course. So it was about, I think 15,000 people. And we did another summit in December 2020, and it was not that good. And so 2021, we started and saying, well, we have 35 speakers. We have to pay them. We have to pay the interpreters. We have to pay all the marketing. We need more people. So we have to do better than last year. And that was the goal, to do better than the year before. And we reached, we reached 28,000 people. So that was really great.
28,000 people. And the one in December, you said 15,000?
The one in December, I think it was 7,000 or 8,000. And the one in 2020 was 15,000.
There you go. There you go. Awesome. And super. So let's dive now into your campaign. So, because you're running a campaign at the moment as well, which will give people more details about it at the end of the call. But the one where we are going to focus on now for the most part is the campaign that you did back in April 2021. So this exact same time last year. So can you tell us more about that campaign? First, for how many days did you run that campaign?
We ran it for a month.
You ran it
so
for
it was
1
about
month?
About 3 weeks before the event and during the week of the event, and then we let it go. But I've checked this morning, and at the end, the summit last year ended on April 26, and from April 26 to March 2022, it was about 100 leads that went into the campaign. So it was nothing. So it's really 1 month, 3 weeks before and 1 week during the summit. And I can share my screen if you want to.
That's it.
And that's interesting because we've done it this year. We're in the middle of it. We're starting our new summit next Monday. So we're about in the middle of the campaign, like last year. And it's interesting to compare the...
definitely.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, so we're looking at your UpViral account now.
Okay, so that's my UpViral account. And so the one we're talking about is this one. So we had to duplicate because we have French audience and English audience. And the French campaign did really, really better than the English ones. You can see the figures. Like we had almost 90,000 visitors and 25K leads. And on the English, it was really not the same ratio. But if we go on the French one, the figures of the month, we started about on the 26th of March and we ended on the 26th of April. And when we see those, that's when we send emails from our own base. Or when we were working with affiliates, and when affiliates are sending their emails, we also have some rapid growth.
Some spikes.
Yes, some spikes. So that's, and you see that the summit began around here, I think here. And so the first day, people say, well, that's great. And they begin to share more. And so, and during the summit, we've had the 3 first days, we've really had a lot of referrals. And we had a great, I think it's a great, how do you say, transformation?
Referral ratio?
Referral ratio. When people visit, we have about 25 to 30% of people coming to the webpage conversion rate. So people come to our webpage and they subscribe. So that's interesting. And we see that the place where they have shared the most is Facebook. We have a Facebook audience for sure.
Okay, and this campaign, so this is the campaign that you
this is
did
the campaign
in
that
April
we've
2021.
used. Yes.
Yeah, and you got 15,000 leads, right? It was 15,700 direct leads, which referred another 7,771. So in total, that meant 23,477 leads. So it is basically safe to say that you have pretty much like every two direct leads that you were generating were referring another lead. So every 2 leads you were getting direct, you were getting 1 lead for free. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you see where the one of this year, I think it's this one, and you can see here that the campaign was not working great because we have no referral leads. And I know we have some here, but we don't see them because it was not good embedded on our website, because our website is here. And when you want to register, you have on the website, you have the UpViral form.
Embedded form.
Yeah. So, and it was not on the right one. And when people register here, they go to a thank you page where I haven't done it here, but where they have the, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I saw it when you sent me the example over email.
Yeah,
with,
do you see that?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Okay, so that's after they opt in.
After they opt in, they have the share link, and they have all the actions they can do. And what we have done this year, and that really helped, is that we've counted, if people do all the actions the first time, they get 35 points. And if they get 35 points, they get something. They win something, a small thing, a coupon, but that's already something there in it. They receive an email saying, well, thank you, you've shared, you have a €5 coupon, which is nothing for us.
Okay, I see. All right, so people, they register through your campaign. So can you go back to the opt-in page that to your website where they opt in? Okay, so if you scroll all the way up,
they don't see anything. They just say register for free.
Okay, and it basically says online summit in French
and when they click English. On that, yeah, and it's English and French, so I can go on the French one. It's the same.
Okay, and but then I see the speaker lineup as well.
Yes, yes. So you have all the. So that's all the information people are having. There's a small video with the last year's speakers, and that's why we need two UpViral campaigns, because we really want. We cannot have the same form for the two.
Yeah. So you have one in French and one in English. Okay.
Yeah, and we're mainly French.
And you're mainly French, yeah.
Yeah.
What are the fields that you ask in the form? I saw you're asking for their name, their email, and then I think I saw some other fields as well.
So it's the first name, the email. What we are asking if they're registering for personal reasons, professional, or both professional and personal.
Okay.
So we know who are professionals and who are general public. And then we ask for the language, if they want to receive our emails in French, Francais, English, or if they are bilingual.
Okay. So up until this point, when they register, which they can register to your event for free, they don't know anything about the possibility of winning something when they register. All they know is that there is this awesome event happening. They know the dates, they know it's in French and in English, and they can sign up. And then
so when they register, when you click here and you go to the thank you page, and there we will just say you want to win your replay pack, because we don't want them to win things that are not related to what we are doing. And we know the replay plaque is really valuable for them. If they register there, they want it. And the value of the replay plaque is €297. So it's a great deal for them.
Yeah.
And well, they have this, and they know that they can do here. I could do it rapidly if you want to.
Yeah, while you fill in the form, I want to share with the audience something that Florence said, which is really a value bomb, and she went over it super quickly, and I want to emphasize on it, is that she said, we want to give something that is related to us, right? Or something along those lines, you said. And that is really, really important. Whenever we see the most successful campaigns, not always in terms of lead generation, but in terms of sales, which is also the ultimate goal that you want to achieve. You want leads to be able to generate sales. It is crucial that you give away a price that actually people can get, and that is very related to your business, that is going to make them more interested in your products and services. And that is here what Florence did. So they gave away the replay pack of this event. So when they sign up, they enter their name and email, they get to this page where they see that if they share, if they take these actions that you see here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share on Facebook, refer a friend, etc., then they can get the replay pack. Otherwise, I guess they can just purchase it as well, which, yeah, you said for 297, is that euros or dollars?
Euros.
For 297 euros, they can purchase it as well. And then here they see the value of what they're getting, that they could get it for free if they spread the word and get other people to sign up.
And what we've added is to a small video to explain how UpViral works.
Okay.
But that's in French, but okay.
Yeah.
So, and it's
okay, so
subtitled, so you can have English subtitled, and then there we are. And so we're explaining how it works.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Okay. Super. I want to ask you something, Florence, just out of curiosity. Sure. I saw the video there, and something that just, like as a marketer and working at UpViral, I'm curious to know, why is it that you put the video there at the bottom and not at the very top of the page?
Because we want them to directly see that there is something they can do. And not be, but we could have, I don't know. That was, the problem is the when you have the, your screen, what is the most important is that they do something, that they act. Correct. And if they don't understand what this is, they will scroll and they will see there's a video. But if they do understand, they don't need the video. So we want them to really click on the button and say, well, I want to share.
Yeah, we can look into it later. So that basically says share a post on your on our Facebook page with your friends. Yeah, we can look into that after the call. But basically, there they can take they can take the actions, win points, and then the more points they get, the higher chances they have of winning the replay pack. So with that, Florence, how many winners did you select from this campaign? Was there just one winner, multiple winners?
No, last year, put it here. Last year we've had 11 people winning the replay pack. We had 2 that won what we call the professional pack, which is a much higher value. It's $397, and we are giving up smaller programs, online programs. It's all programs that we usually sell. So here it was meditations, another summit we've done, a small conference on meditation and mindfulness, and this year we've put more incentives to keep people in the loop. And so you can see that we've had the first 35 points, we have 582 people winning a €5 coupon. Which means that they are in the sharing process, and for now we have 6 people winning the pack. Okay,
all right. So it's basically so because when we talked about winning, I thought it was a sweepstake that you would randomly pick someone, but it's actually, so you've set this up as incentive, and based on the points and the actions they take, they can actually get the replay pack and all the other incentives that you've set up here. Okay. All right. So can you take us through all of the incentives real quick?
You want me to go? We have some meditations, free meditations. It's a 10 meditation in French and English. We have an ebook on trauma, psychological trauma. I could share the English, but it's okay, it's French. We have an online program of 2 days with Dawson Church, which is called Bliss Brain. We have the replay plaque of last year, 2021. We have the €5 coupon. We have the replay pack of this year. And we have also the replay pack of the 2020 summit. So we're giving, so people can have, because we're doing once a year, they can have all the replay packs. So it's hundreds of videos and talks and so that's the kind of, it's always related to what we are selling. It's products that we own that are on our website and we can buy on our website. If you go there, if you go on our on shop, that's all the products we're selling. So you can buy one of those. You can win one of those.
I think that is one of the keys to the success of your campaign, that all the incentives that you have listed there are basically the products that you sell in your business. And that means that then the people who engage in your campaign, they are highly motivated, they are highly encouraged, and they have a strong interest in your products, because otherwise they wouldn't be sharing, which also means probably more sales than in the back end, and not just generating leads for the sake of having a high volume of leads, but that are not engaged or not really interested in your product. So well done on picking there the incentives, that are related.
We really want our audience to be committed and to be engaged, and it's really interesting that with doing that, we're not giving away like wonderful trip to Hawaii. I'm not interested into that. Those people don't interest. So I prefer to have less. Like, we've had 8,000 referral leads that we didn't have before, out of 15 or around 15 before that we could get directly. But those 8,000 leads are really valuable. They are people that want to be with what we are saying. You don't go to, you don't participate to a summit like that if you're not interested into that. So that's really, And so that's kind of different from other campaigns that are just, I want more leads. No, we want really valuable leads.
You want quality leads. We're going to buy
quality leads.
Totally. Super. I think that's definitely one of the strong points of your campaign. But then moving on to something that I'm also like really interested in is that you run a campaign that is 30 days, and I would like to know, like, it's quite a long period of time. What do you do, for those that joined in the first weeks? What do you do to keep the leads engaged during the 30 days?
We send them regularly emails, at least once a week, giving them information about how the summit is going and the news about the summit. In each email we're saying, share your, I could maybe share, it's, if I go to, maybe this one.
It's okay. It's just so that we get a bit the idea,
So the idea is each time we have, so you have the information about Zoom, and you have, rewards to earn, but you can't see it here, but then you can easily earn the replay pack, and there we put the referral link. So they have their personal referral link in their email. So that's very important.
Okay, so these are the emails that you sent during
All the emails
30
we're
days
sending, there's always your personal referral link. And if you share it, the more you share it, the more people are registering from from you, and the more points you win, and you can win many things. So.
Okay, great. And then Florence, so one of we mentioned that from every 2 direct leads that you generate, you get 1 referred lead, and that has really helped Quantum Way grow their lead list over time. I would like to know for this campaign that you did last year in April 2021, that resulted in 17,000 leads or even more. No, actually it was more, it was 24,500.
We had 29,000 leads total.
Combining the English and the French campaign. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So what did you do to generate the direct leads? How did you promote it?
We promoted from our email list that we had.
To your existing subscribers.
So direct email campaigns with Active Campaign. We did Facebook ads. So that's interesting, because when you do a Facebook ad, you have, like a cost per click or a cost per subscription, but those will bring you some more because they get directly into the campaign. So the return on investment of Facebook is different when you're using UpViral. And we were using also affiliates, like people who have an audience and that can share our campaign, and they share our campaign, but people that come from them go into the UpViral campaign. So that was the 3. And then the UpViral really gets grow this
the referral engine,
this usual marketing campaign, and it gives something something better.
So it was a combination of emailing your current email subscribers, affiliates who were promoting the event as well, and then some Facebook ads. Do you recall like how much you spent on Facebook ads and what was your cost per lead roughly?
No, I think we've spent 2,000 euros, not that much last year. Spending a little more, spending more this year because Facebook has, it's more difficult to do Facebook ads and to target the right audience. It's more expensive. So we're spending more, but last year, I think it was about 2,000.
Yeah. Which Facebook getting more expensive gives you an even stronger reason for everyone in the audience to use UpViral and drop that cost per lead because of the referral.
What I've been doing, and because I've created, I've subscribed to my campaign with different emails, with different Gmail. So I have FB1, FB2, FB3, FB4, which is Facebook one face. And though each time I do a Facebook ad, I put one or the other link. So I can really link, because I'm not really confident in the pixel. The Facebook pixel is not really accurate. So I know how much leads I've had with the Facebook 1, Facebook 2, Facebook 3. So that's how I know that my Facebook ads are okay or not. Yeah, and that's interesting.
You know the true cost per lead.
Yeah. So, and if we see, I don't know, that's the first year I do it, and I think it's a great thing to do. You can see it here when you go into this campaign and you go into the leads and you go with the points. You see that the first ones are Facebook ads, 3, 5, and 6. That's what they generated.
Yeah. Okay. So those are.
Voila. I give you my little trick.
Little trick. There you go, everyone.
You go in my kitchen. My personal recipe.
Your personal recipe. Super. Okay, and then so you did this campaign in 2021, which between the English market and the French market got you 29,000 leads. And this year you have launched a new campaign because obviously you're doing another summit that is starting in a few days, April 18th to the 24th. Is there anything that you learned from last year's campaign that you decided to do differently in this one, apart from the tracking you just showed us?
So there's the tracking and also the rewards. That's what I told you before. Having more small rewards and more rewards, so more steps. Yeah. But basically, that's all. We
so
really
last year
the campaign.
So last year you basically had
maybe we could do better, but I don't know.
But that is, of course, you can always do better, but you learn from experience and then you improve things as you go along. Probably the one that you will do next year, or if you still have another one coming for this year, it will probably be better than this one, and that is what we encourage everyone to do in the UpViral community as well. To get started, don't try to get it perfect the first time, because it won't be perfect. But at least it gets you going, you get the first few leads in, and then you start to improve over time. It's a skill that you're going to learn and master. So, all right. So, Florence, I really,
to answer
really want to thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Just to answer Claudia, yes, I share those personal links. Like the one I did just before, I copy it, and I know I have a note where I have my personal leads of Facebook ads, and those are mine. I don't mind. That's really an easy way to follow and to see what's going on Facebook.
Totally.
And I can do that for any sharing. I can put it on LinkedIn. I can have, I don't know, 10 or 12 or 20 or 30. It takes a little time, but it's really, so I know what each action I do, what the return on investment is.
Super. There you go. And Florence, before we wrap things up, I want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all the transparency and for coming on the Co-Pilot Show here and sharing your knowledge with everyone in the audience and breaking down the full campaign in detail on how in last year's campaign you achieved 29,000 leads, and you're all on a good track for this year's campaign as well. And with that, I want to say, so if people want to learn more about you, about what you do, about Quantum Way, what do you have for them that they can check out?
Sorry, I was reading a chat.
No worries. Yeah. It can be very distracting. Yeah. Where can people find out more about you and about what you do, about Quantum Way?
On quantumway.com. So it's really, I put it in the chat, but it's really easy. It's quantum, QUANTUM-way.com. And you get directly on the on our website, and you go directly to the summit. And you have all the information about all the speakers. We have 35,000 speakers, which are all the best of the world in their field on trauma, attachment, and resilience. So we're talking about trauma, attachment theory, but also resilience. And it's really, I forgot to put www, of course, in front. But yeah, this is really, this is a great event. And I think everybody should attend to, even if you're not in the therapy field, because we learn so much about oneself. And I'm hosting most of the English speaking talks. And I have my colleague doing the French ones.
Super.
And it's really a conversation, and people can ask directly questions to the speakers. So yeah, I think it's really an incredible event. Everybody
Totally.
should come. And it's totally bilingual, so French and English. And we have French speakers and we have English speakers, and all are translated in the opposite language.
Yeah. So for everyone that is live with us, you have the link available in the chat. For those that are watching the replay, just go on Google and type www.quantum-way.com to check out Quantum Way and the event that they have coming up April 18th to the 24th. And then you will also have the opportunity to go through an UpViral campaign that is doing really, really well, and you will be able to see how Quantum Way is using UpViral, and then you can see if you can implement it for yourself. Okay, and so lastly, Florence, I want to ask you in a few words, what would you say about UpViral?
I really enjoy UpViral. I think it's really something that when you're working on the internet and you want to grow your audience, it's the tool to have. So it's really, it's amazing. I wouldn't do any campaign without it right now. And I'm surprised not many people don't use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have no problem sharing that, because it's really great.
Perfect. So everyone, if you're not signed up to UpViral yet, do what Florence did. Get yourself a 14-day trial for $1 and start implementing it for your business. Okay.
And keep working on it, because at the very beginning it's not, oh, what do I put here? That's okay. And you have a great support team, really, that really is available when we need. So
thank you. I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna share that with our team because they're gonna love that. So Florence, thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a wonderful day ahead, and that you crush it with the campaign that you're currently doing for the summit from April. Yes, we'll have our fingers crossed here at the UpViral offices as well.
We want 50,000 people.
50,000 people. There we go.
Yeah.
We had 29,000 in the last one, so this one 50,000. Yes, definitely. I think that's a good goal. Like, it's realistic. So it is very ambitious, but achievable. Why not?
Well,
okay. Not? Super. Florence, thank you so much for your time. Highly appreciate it, and hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Okay?
You too. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.